Got knocked down a few weeks ago against Georgia. They're back on their feet. They've got to swing because they're playing a Gator team, Joe, that is very confident these last 4 games.
There they are. Here come the horns. Dangerous offense. One of the top-ranked defenses in the country. And we will be back with kickoff after this message and a word from our ABC station. What scene. And then this outlier. Florida at Texas. Here we go. As Matthew Golden will not have a chance to return this. A big headliner at quarterback, but we'll get into the defensive backfield as well as they quickly get it to Moore. And DeAndre Moore charges ahead with a good gain to open up the game, including starting quarter Devin Moore, who was out, who had an interception in back-to-back games. 10 yards from Moore, so a quick first down for Texas. Ewers gets it complete again to DeAndre Moore.
And the play here, you see how it just opens up a big space over the middle of the field for DeAndre Moore to go to work in the slot. Really
2 yards. Play action. Ewers, a lot of time to think about it. And gets it complete to Helm, his outstanding tight end.
With the shoulder injury, he's limited.
3 plays, 3 first downs, and Wisner takes it ahead inside Vandy, Isaiah Bond. 2nd down and 4. Here's Ewers. He goes underneath, the shallow cross complete. Quick to the line. You see the start for Ewers. Can't do better than that. Wisner with blockers in front, kept his balance and makes his way. Wisner on the ground on 2nd and 3. Breaks what would have been a tackle for loss, but then when he reverses field, he is taken down immediately.
For the Gators right here, he's going to slip inside. You see some movement, little twist inside the D-tackle position. Doesn't make the tackle, but he makes the play.
And then Bryce Thornton was able to track him down. So it goes for a loss of 7. And you could see on the near sideline, Texas wanting to take a timeout. 4 different receivers. 3rd down and 10. Pressure, and they get to him.
And it's coming from the outside, and it's Searcy looping in. Texas is not able to pass this off. Their right guard, DJ Campbell, can't get to it, and that is a big negative play. Back-to-back negative plays now.
Auburn out for the 51-yard attempt after the sack. And the Florida defense coming up with the TFL, and then the sack pushes them out, and it's a missed field goal. First start of your college career as a redshirt freshman comes here at Texas. Quickly gets it out into space to Mizell, who makes the first man miss and then is able to gain about 4 yards.
Well, a lot of pressure, I think.
2nd and 5. Ball will get the carry. Ball goes straight ahead, and it's going to be a first down Florida. The talented true freshman.
He is physical. He can shake tacklers, run through people. And, Joe, I think his big game a few weeks ago where he had 5 rushing touchdowns against
an injury, but Ball has been coming on strong. This time he is tackled for a loss.
Back runs the last 4 games. So what does the offense look like now?
2nd and 12. Warner's going to throw back as he tries to go back to his tight end. Boardingham threw it a little bit behind him. And
for the play, he sees this coming from a mile away. He's not going to stop his pass rush. When he sees Boardingham reach out, he just puts on the brakes, and he goes to make a big stop, and now
4-man rush, actually 3-man rush as they drop into coverage. Shallow cross as they keep it conservative with DK. And DK turn man for Texas. There's Crawshaw looking to pin this inside the 10. It checks up just short of the 10-yard line, and that is where
ABC College Football is presented by Tums Gummy Bites. Get fast relief of occasional heartburn. Use as directed. In part by Taco Bell and State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Jesse, I always love seeing these photos from around the globe, right? It's time of the year we're going to salute our nation's veterans, past and present, but these photos especially that we just showed you with the courageous soldiers around the world. Memorial Stadium, DKR, is dedicated to veterans of all wars. Quinn Ewers, that was thrown deep into the inside of Isaiah Bond, his first incompletion of the day, and he was wide open.
The Gators are lucky that that throw was off track, because Cormani McClain, the Colorado transfer, he fell down. And if Bond catches this in stride, this is a touchdown. Beats him on the outbreaking route. You see right there, but it's behind him.
Went to go play for Coach Prime at CU, and now he's at Florida. Ewers, that was denied. What a great job.
He's going to be playing over here. Looks like he's coming this way. Then gets back in traffic, and that ball almost gets picked off. Nice job mixing up the looks in man and zone coverage by Ron Roberts, the co-DC.
This Florida front seven is very talented.
Yeah, they are. And right now, they're taking over at the...
As the season has gone along, and here's a chance to get off the field for Florida. 3rd down and 10. Ewers looking for anything. A lot of traffic. And he's going to run, but he's going to dive and be just a yard short of the line to gain.
Deep here. They're robbing the middle of the field, and everyone's got their eyes on Quinn Ewers. No one's able to rally and get open. And that was all Quinn Ewers could do, just get as much as he could. 4th down count here, just try to get a cheap one.
Watch that play clock. No, they're running it 4th and 1. And that surge by Gibson, the true freshman, after the initial...
Take the jet sweep to the true freshman Mingo. They give it to Gibson, who's from Gainesville, Florida. And initially it looked like Florida had stopped him up front. But good physical running, and what a gamble early.
And now they go end around with Bond. Isaiah Bond, the end around, and look at Bond turning it on, and a stiff arm for extra yardage.
A handoff, and then watch the tight end right here inside 85, Gunnar Helm. He gets back outside to get a block downfield. And Isaiah Bond is already making a big impact now that he's back on the field. That was like fake reverse, fake handoff, reverse. I don't know if I've seen that on film this year.
A 44-yard run by Bond. Here is Blue, and he's tackled after just gaining a half a yard. 2nd and 9. Looks left and then goes deep. Wide open and into the end zone is Matthew Golden.
Seen swing routes and fakes, and it makes everybody bite up here for the Gators in the secondary, and they're able to sneak Golden in the slot down the boundary for a touchdown. We've seen a couple swing routes to running backs early in this game. He's just setting you up. He's adding some window dressing, and they pop a big one.
Quinn Ewers, 6 completions, 82 yards.
Going back and looking at this touchdown again, you're faking the swing here, which is going to force this defender to bite on it. The inside post freezes and holds the safety, and that allows Golden right here on the wheel route to be wide open. Really nice play design and setup by Sark.
Katie, time touchdown drive. And here he is, play action on 1st down. He wants to take a shot downfield, and it was well overthrown, looking for Jim DK. Play action on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete, as that was well covered by Malik Muhammad. And there was a movement penalty.
False start on the offense, number 8. That's a 5-yard penalty, and it remains 3rd down.
Sporting him.
This is a very difficult situation here.
Third and 15. Jackson will get the carry, and Jackson, man, ball came out, and Texas has got it. It's Trey Moore. Trey Moore with the fumble recovery.
He is key, but watch Zero come in. He able to get his right hand in there. Number 95, Collins, was in it as well. And Trey Moore, the transfer from UTSA, who made a big play on the first drive of the game when they tried a tight end screen. He's Johnny on the spot, able to pick it up.
During the return, illegal block in the back on the intercepting team. That 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul. Texas will maintain possession of the ball. It will be first down.
And Joe, that turnover is just...
So after the penalty on the fumble return, they start at the 22. Ewers. That is beyond the reach of Wisner. Meanwhile, Florida's defensive rate in the red zone is 15th in the SEC. Wide open is Helm for the touchdown. Gunnar Helm had nobody near him.
Nobody in the middle of the field. This fake here freezes him, and there's just a giant space and void over the middle. This is just too easy. That's an RPO. Quinn Ewers has the option to hand that off, but the look was perfect from the Gator defense. He gets it out of his hands quickly. That might be the easiest touchdown Gunnar Helm scores this year. Other players, Joe, for the Gators now have to step up.
Here's Ball on the return. Jaden Ball tripped up near the 16-yard.
They're virtually unstoppable throwing it.
So now a 2-touchdown deficit for Florida as Ball takes the carry and he goes ahead.
Rushes in the country from Ole Miss.
2nd and 7. And as Ball looks to bounce it, and it's a smart decision for a first down for the
NFL great. He was telling me he just loves how he has that little explosiveness to be able to take it outside. If there's no one out there and he sees the...
Going to keep it on the ground with him. Into the boundary, not much there at all as he was tracked down immediately. Ball, nothing there. That was clogged up immediately. The third have to win a national championship. They've got it now. 3rd down and 8. Warner gets it complete, but 3 yards shy of the line.
A little bit faster. He's got Burke coming over and spotting up right in front of the ball. I think if Warner gets it to him right away, maybe he has the opportunity to turn upfield and go get this first, but you see a little hesitation.
We're back in Austin on the sidelines with Billy Napier. Coach, 4th and 2 situation, what will you decide to do?
Well, no, I mean, I think so far in this game, we've had some opportunities. We got them 3rd and 10. We got them 4th and 1 backed up. So, again, let the quarterback settle in a little bit. We got to wake up. That's what we got to do. So, ultimately here, we'll make the decision in the best interest of the team.
For 15 yards as Crawshaw on to punt. And it goes inside the 10 and then bounces into the end zone.
This is their 2nd game against Michigan. You got a dig route on the outside. There's going to be some pressure. Ewers steps up, keeps his feet underneath him, and delivers a very accurate throw in a very tight window. But then when he came back from the injury against UTSA, this is the first drive against Oklahoma. Very similar concept. Check out Ewers' feet. His base is way too wide. Feet split apart. His left leg, the lead foot going to the left. He's wide open when he throws it, and it affects his accuracy. I think these last several weeks of practice, they've really been trying to focus with him on getting that base back underneath him because it makes him so much more dangerous of a thrower when he's got good fundamentals.
Steve Sarkisian had a long talk with us yesterday about that. He loves the way he throws the ball when he's got that base set, as you pointed out so well. Jaden Blue is
Holding on the offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot with a replay of first down.
Quarterback, especially one who's 6'2", thrown from the pocket. I do think Quinn Ewers is back.
1st and 20 as he goes underneath the Helm, and Helm is wrapped up immediately. That frame on McCray, those long arms. He's 6'6", the true freshman. 2nd and 20. Ewers is going to throw away. So now an
This is O-line to get to Quinn Ewers.
Third and 20 for Ewers from inside the 5 as he's just going to check it down to Blue. And they
right back into the quarterback. Watch right here inside. He's going up against DJ Campbell. Just one hand shoves him. And Quinn Ewers had somebody in his lap, and all he could do to just spit it.
Dealing with a hamstring injury. It's a low snap that he has to field at the goal line. Jim DK calls for the fair catch. Warner, play action. Downfield, wide open and complete to Jim DK.
Run, you're going to fake it here. All 4 of these guys get frozen. And DK on the deep cross over top, the transfer from Wisconsin, makes the big play. Aggressive play call. We've seen
Third stringer turns starter. There is exactly where the lack of experience and the lack of reps comes into play.
on the handoff. Everybody pulling from the right side going left. So that is definitely on Warner. The second part is he can't afford to get injured.
Wide as now Jaden Ball is going to take the direct snap. Ball catches that seam and he's inside the 10-yard line. Perhaps this
Warner, if it's not open, throw it away or check it down.
Here's 3rd and 3. Ball
Up front inside, fighting through a double team and making this tackle. Watch this versus the center and the guard. 26 tackles on the year.
been solid in recent games. You see the flag comes in.
False start on the offense, number 53. That's a 5-yard penalty, and it remains 4th down.
They're not going to. These teams have only played now 4 times in history. And that is off the mark.
You see, but in the country.
So Texas takes over. Ewers is going to check down to Wisner, and Wisner was met right away and then
to play fast.
2nd and 8. Wisner unable to turn that corner. 3rd down and 7 for Ewers. That was too easy to Isaiah.
Time in the slot, you're running a flat, and that's going to hold the corner, which allows Bond to work the corner up top. Steve Spurrier used to call this route a Lonnie route, Joe, back in the day for the Braves.
No, it worked. Coach is here, by the way. Going to take a shot and going to land it. DeAndre Moore drops it at the end.
With the double move with Moore on the inside, he was just running a seam. He stuck right up on the safety, Castell. And this has been one of their biggest playmakers at the receiver position, especially since Bond has been out, making plays vertically. That's just one on the double move he's got to be able to make.
Short pitch to Blue.
Ewers is going to take it and flash a handoff this way just to try to get guys to freeze for a split second before going back the other way. You always have to be so good with your eyes defensively and the eye discipline when you're playing against this Texas offense. A lot of different ways that Steve Sarkisian's trying to fool you.
Third down and 5. Ewers. That was overthrown. It was Moore the intended target again.
That's where we're running right down the pipe. Deep ball accuracy has been a bit of an issue this year for Quinn Ewers. On balls that travel more than 6 air yards downfield coming into this game.
Punt away for Texas. Jim DK hoping to have a chance. Right now he's pinning heels at the 10-yard line. And he's going to call for the fair catch at the 17.
ABC College Football, presented by Tums Gummy Bites, is brought to you by USAA. Let's honor those who served this Veterans Day.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Gabriel Paulian. I'm part of the 125th Fighter Wing. I want to give a shout out to all the vets today. Go Gators.
Lieutenant Colonel right now hoping his offense can come down the field against these Horns. As we continue saluting all our nation's veterans.
Continues here.
Aiden Warner, play action, being chased. Sidearms it, nearly had an opportunity. Standing around eating ice cream, he said. Now he's the starting quarterback at Texas. 2nd and 10. They're 0 for 4 on 3rd down. And now Warner's facing a 3rd and 9. And that was nearly blown up and then chased out for a loss. Silas Bolden's going to have a chance for a very good return field position, as this is a sky hanger that is fielded at about the 35, and then Bolden tries to reverse course, and he does. And it's a good return for Texas. And forget the circumstances with Florida when you say the enthusiasm with these fans, as Ewers is going to throw back here and get a good look with Wisner, and here goes Wisner inside the 10 and reaching for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas.
Guard here this way. Ewers going that way. The whole defense is going that way. They forget about Wisner. Nice job downfield getting a block by Cole Hudson. And Texas, Bevo, they are rolling.
Day here in Boston. They have a 21-0 lead over Florida. Jaden Ball on the return for the Gators. They could use a spark in the return game. Not going to find it there. After that Miami game.
Well,
today.
I feel like they got him right where they want him, right? Because you've seen Miami get behind against Cal and Virginia Tech.
Up 21-0 right now. Warner is going to go underneath to Jackson. Jackson's going to turn that corner and get a first down.
You were so excited. They've had this game circled all year long, and it's fans that get an opportunity to come here and go to Norman, Oklahoma. It's just great for the fans of the SEC.
It's 1940.
Personal foul, illegal block below the waist on the defense number 3. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run, and it carries an automatic first down.
Yeah,
Great. Carter off the field with a hamstring injury last week. So here's Aiden Warner. Was the number 3. Now he's the starter. Warner being chased. And Warner will throw it away.
To run over and over and over.
Jackson on 2nd and 10.
Front can win in a one-on-one situation and be a viable option for Warner.
Third and 5. And they're going to get it on the ground with Jacoby Jackson.
Bodies from the front side here. Bryce Lovett, the right guard, getting Arliss Boardingham into the mix as well. And the JUCO transfer.
You got to play clean. Got to try to find a break. Jackson, as he goes ahead, with Miami and Georgia Tech and the rest of the country. But for now, can Florida break through and get on the board? Warner, he's going to be sacked. Brought down by Trey Moore.
Running back right here. He's trying to block this one-on-one. Moore's able to make the play. This is what you saw time and time again throughout his career at UTSA. He just bulldozes him backwards, and he's able to get to the quarterback.
First half prior to it. 3rd and 4 off the timeout. Warner trying to extend the play, and he throws it incomplete. But a
holding on the offense number 58. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot with a replay, 3rd down.
And the Gators. Pressure on the young quarterback, and he goes down. They came after him, and Jalen Guilbeau just
inside, which means if this guy comes from the outside, Aiden Warner is hot. He was never even looking to the right side to check out his protection. He was hoping to take a shot on the corner route, but that's just a redshirt freshman mistake. And Guilbeau on the blitz comes up with a big negative play.
Can they continue? And it's good to see Ewers playing well early.
We'll see you at the half test.
Look forward to that. Crawshaw gets the punt away. And it goes into the end zone. But we were saying, listen, when Ewers, 3 touchdown passes today. Matthew Golden.
Give Ewers a chance.
This is Blue out of the backfield. Jaden Blue makes a man miss. Revs that engine, and here he goes.
There is no foul for holding on the offense. The result of the play is a first down.
You're seeing the open field running ability there by Blue as well. I don't know if another offense throws as many swing routes as Texas does, but when you've got running backs.
Texas looking to add to their lead. Still that timeout, 90 seconds until we get it to halftime. Ewers couldn't find that pocket with. Play action for Ewers on 2nd and 10 to the end zone. Waiting for it and bringing it in is Matthew Golden.
Real easy catch. He had to turn around, fight back for it. Little bit of a bobble, maybe. He's got it secured in the left hand. That absolutely is a touchdown. Hunter Helm here on the outside. He's a tight end. This post is going to occupy the safety, and then here's Golden running the switch wheel. And just a simple route concept that splits those 2 defenders for the Gators, and That was wide open. Nice job by Golden, too, coming back. Making a fantastic grab. Progressive pylon always there to give you a good look as well. Getting it secured in the left arm. Really, Joe, all first half, this Texas offense, man, they have been up and down the field. We talked about Quinn Ewers. Is he back after the injury? Oh, you guys, he's back. I think he's been.
Auburn that tried to rally back late against Texas. The bye week, and now this level of performance. ACL in his final week of practice when he was playing at Yale a year ago. Jaden Ball with a good run of 11 yards, and then
ship quarterbacks to put himself in position to get this chance.
And here is Warner, and that ball is intercepted. It's turning into that kind of a first half for Warner.
Here Collins, he reads this. Look at his eyes. He knows he's not going to get home, but he gets the left hand on it. It gets deflected. And a big interception on the back end. Ty Anthony Smith, the true freshman out of Jasper, Texas now.
Ewers with time, and he's going to connect and get it to Bolden, and Bolden is going to look for a block, and he's able to turn the corner at extra yardage. With
used to throw passes like this. Deshaun Watson threw passes like this. You just don't see a lot of Texas receivers drop Quinn Ewers.
Ewers, 4 touchdowns. Do we hear 5?
They're saying
he was juggling it, and they are ruling that incomplete.
Is an incomplete pass, second down.
DeAndre Moore never had firm control as he went out the back of the end zone.
It's the second time he's won on a double move, and maybe it's the second time that he drops a big touchdown or a big play. There's just too much bobble here. Goes off his face mask. He never has control of it fully, while that left foot, I think, is still in the end zone.
If he secures it right there at the first moment, it's a touchdown with plenty of room to spare.
No.
Gave it a few more juggles, but just never could get it. But they get this inside the 10. Jaden Blue. Blue on the run. Blue into the end zone. Touchdown, Horns. They've been hooking them all day long.
The outside zone play is the bread and butter for Texas's offensive line. Really nice job here, working and then getting into the second level, climbing off of a double team and getting a block. And give Blue a lot of credit. He's patient when he sees the crease. He gets north. And Texas
said for Florida to have any chance or to just feel like they're competitive in the game, they had to play clean.
If Texas plays like this week in, week out, watch out.
At Arkansas, Kentucky, and then the rivalry game with A&M. There's the one random Rams fan here at DKR.
Always a rando Rams fan, Joe.
As Aiden Warner in this offense look to regroup and get this to half. Jacoby Jackson here in, oh boy.
Okay.
Okay, well things have changed now.
I just dislocated my neck.
Takeover. Hello,
guys.
Undertaker.
Welcome to God's 40 acres.
The Undertaker, one of the biggest Texas fans, longtime supporters. We saw you down on the field with Matthew McConaughey there in the first half. I said this is like the pop culture ultimate ends of the spectrum there, Jiz. What do you and McConaughey talk about when you're hanging out?
Football. What else do we talk about, man? We are worried about all the problems, right? We got to worry about injuries. That's all we talk about is football.
You guys both have to be obviously pretty happy after what you just saw here in the first half. What's your take on everything going on?
I tell you what, they look really good. They needed to look good. You know, we had the loss at Georgia, or the Georgia came here and beat us in our own house, and then. You know, the Vanderbilt game was so-so, so I'm happy. You know, these guys, they look like they're getting into a rhythm, and I think that Georgia game may have woke them up a little bit. Yeah, I'm glad we lost then, so instead of later. I think it's any team at the top of the SEC is going to be hard to beat twice.
Yeah.
So I like them, man. They look good.
WWE Hall of Famer, The Undertaker, up here in the booth with us as Mark Calloway in your current life now, post
alter ego
post retirement here. But you're
to get the guys that he wanted. He had to recruit that, the size that he wanted on the offensive and defensive lines, and now I think the biggest thing is there's depth. There's depth on both lines, and a little higher up on my pay grade, so I gotta take it easy on Tess.
No, it's all good. While you're here, we're gonna have a Hell in the Cell match. It's gonna be fantastic.
Aiden Warner,
there we go.
Is intercepted again. Warner with another turnover as Makuba comes up with the pickoff. And let me tell you something, this Texas team with the Undertaker here in the booth has taken souls and digging holes. That was deflected, and it is an interception for Texas.
Yeah, and Makuba, they get him back from a knee injury that he suffered against Georgia. And this is a guy that's shown up in big games all season long. Great pressure. The second time Alfred Collins has had a tipped ball get picked. The 14th interception now for this defense, which leads the SEC, but getting Makuba back to Clemson. Does that always happen, Undertaker? You show up in the booth and good things happen for Texas?
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do it every week. I'm
the WWE Hall of Famer, The Undertaker, who's very close to this Texas program. The guy I'm on the road with for years and years to my right here, Jesse Palmer, he would have been, and Quinn Ewers in this Texas offense back in prime position as Wisner gets the carry.
And when they're playing this way on offense and on defense, complementary football, and they're going to be tough to stop.
That comes
start on the offense, number 74. That's a 5-yard penalty, and it remains 3rd down.
Oosby right now filling in for him. He's only a redshirt freshman playing right tackle.
3rd and 13 as they get it out into space to Bond, and look at Isaiah Bond. What a difference maker he is. Texas can do no wrong today.
For Triquez Bridges, just missing space. They get one block. Bridges has to make that stop. He's not able to do it. He breaks another tackle and too much speed.
We're in a tough spot to try to match what's on the field today. This team that is primed and ready. Here's Jackson on the pitch, and a good run by Jackson. All right,
season to play in an SEC, Joe, that is going to look a little bit different based on who's about to get drafted.
Jackson had a 6-yard run moments ago, so it is a 1st down for Florida. And Jackson takes it again. Katie?
Tess,
the film and the effort that these players give, and you've seen it time and time again now, especially in the last 2 years.
2nd and 6. Jackson again. Be 3rd and short from there. At quarterback today, Jaden Ball now taking a direct snap on 3rd and 2. And Ball will go ahead for the 1st down.
I think it was you're able to stabilize your recruiting to help build the best possible roster for next season.
Here is Warner on 1st down, and that is incomplete. Second down and 10. As Ball able to get it to the outside.
Remember, they're still trying to get to a bowl game. They need to win 2 more. No doubt, they got to get those skill guys healthy.
3rd down and 6 as he goes underneath to Ball, and Ball is going to lower the shoulder.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, forcible contact above the shoulders on the defense, number 88. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run.
Ball, he knows better than this. Just coming off the right side, has a free shot to the quarterback. He's just got to lay off.
Here's Ball, and now with Florida marching down
into nothing.
You're right.
They kicked a field goal late just to keep the streak alive.
So Florida AD Scott Strickland on the sideline. There's a pump. There's Warner to the end zone, and it is incomplete, well beyond Marcus Burke. Gonna go straight ahead with Ball. Ball gets loose inside the 10, and it's gonna be 1st and
Brandon Crenshaw Dixon right here at right tackle. Obviously, they get some pulls in and around, and there goes Ball over and over again. 3rd downs. You've seen the Gators run it between the tackles, which is not an easy thing to do against this Texas front.
Trying to keep the streak alive. Ball can't find much. Just 2 yards there. Anthony Hill with 2nd and goal. Warner And the receiver, Jackson. Warner on 3rd and goal. That's out of the back of the end zone. 23-yard field goal does just that.
Dictionary wing. Just want to give a special shout out to the University of Texas Longhorns. Go Longhorns, hook 'em.
Now they've been hooking them all day. 42-3 as we celebrate our veterans all over the world serving our country. The other three. Start of a big day of college football here on ABC. 6'4" redshirt freshman who started in place of Ewers for 2 games already this season. As Jaden Blue will take it out to the 30-yard.
There's a lot of things that he has he simply can't coach. He's 6'4", he's 225 pounds, and he's got arm talent. And like his grandpa.
On the offense, number 56, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay 2nd down.
And here is Arch to wind it up, send it downfield, and into coverage. It is incomplete. As he
wide receiver down the field. Look at Johnson here in Bond. He gets 2 hands on him. I think that should have been called PI.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Johnson got there early. Johnson, who himself has been dealing with an injury, as this defensive backfield for Florida has been patchwork today. You can hear the fans here at DKR believing it should have been PI. Manning, plenty of time. And a good effort by Jaden Blue. Are they going to say he caught this?
Just caught it the first time. I think this would have been good. It's a really nice throw. Great job defensively, too. Jaden Robinson, linebacker, got his left hand in on that, which I think forced the bobble.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. That play is under video review.
Officials are going to take a timeout. And let's bring in our rules expert, Bill Lamonier. Did Jaden Blue do enough here to overturn this, Billy?
Well, there's no question that he initially bobbles the ball. But then he re-grabs the ball with firm control. The right foot is in bounds. The left foot is up off the ground. Now he takes and falls out of bounds. I've got a catch.
After video review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Incomplete pass. 4th down.
Crowd didn't like it.
You got to control it all the way through.
Does my man have a stuffed bevo on top of his cowboy hat?
I hope so.
Nearly a block punt as Florida came after it.
He MacGyvered that.
Totally. Starting quarterback today is 8 of 18, 71 yards, 2 interceptions. They've been leaning on the ground game with Ball and Jackson. And here is Jackson as he has wrestled after a gain of 2.5 yards.
The Bulldogs only had 7 points.
So Pete Kwiatkowski, defensive coordinator for Texas, says Jackson trying to bounce this and then cuts back across midfield. By the way, that part of our visit with Coach Sark yesterday, specifically talking about how deep they are as Jackson takes it and spins free for a 1st down. And listen, he understands that. Jackson's 8-yard run makes it a 1st down for Florida. Warner's going to get it to Boardingham, and Arlis Boardingham will go ahead for a 1st down.
There's Boardingham coming up the field. There's Taff getting a tackle. His knees go down. He's still in bounds, and then a little extracurricular shot.
Warner, quick strike, good ball, and a completion to DK.
Yeah, and by being in the fire, and that RPO slant, nice job of execution.
And another 1st down. That's 8 1st downs in this quarter for Florida. They had 7 1st downs in the entire 1st half. So at least moving the ball, moving the chains a little more, finding some consistency offensively.
They need him back if they're going to get a bowl game.
Injured his knee against Tennessee, missed the game against Georgia, and obviously out of action today as well. We've seen a lot of Ball. We've seen a lot of Jackson. Jackson, so he works his way inside the 5. As Ball tries to spin his way for extra yardage. 2nd and goal. As Ball does a nice job of carrying defenders with him for a Florida touchdown.
Earlier, just how much this team loves playing for Billy Napier and how they want to keep competing. Jim Dike out in front getting a little bit of a block. Look at the push and the drive by Baugh
this week. And Scott Strickland detailing that he will return to coach this team and how Napier said.
On ABC, Tess, back to you.
But this is what we said about Miami. I mean, just sit back. They are so comfortable playing from behind. Our crew alone, we have so many like Chan, who works in graphics, and Buck, our truck engineer, served in the Navy. Jay-Z was in the Army for years, and the head man of all operations, Freddie, back in the day in the Air Force, and we thank them. We thank all our veterans all over the globe for everything they have done. We love honoring them on a day like today.
Absolutely.
Jaden Blue catches a seam. Here he goes past midfield before he is finally run down.
I think this guy could be the first tackle taken in the NFL draft. The speed to climb up, doesn't have the angle, but he's able to finally get there and just get that seal. He's so...
Gibson, as he cuts back and will go ahead for 12 yards, and another number 3 running back recruit in the country, and a cringe for Florida as he grew up in Gainesville. And Ryan Wingo gets it. Really well-coached and talented SMU team. A&M, LSU, and Ole Miss. As Gibson takes it ahead, and Gibson takes it right on in.
Loading the cupboard with talent.
In the country. Of course, the playoff ranking reveal happened this past week. And you sort of get a glimpse as to where things can head. Ball on the return.
I really respect that.
Jaden Ball will take the carry here. Been seeing a lot of that from Florida in the second half. And his maturation and timeout is going to be used here by Florida.
Viewers, that's been paramount, I think, to the chemistry they have on offense.
A lot of pressure on Warner as he just tried to get it in the direction of Tank Hawkins.
Number 11, Colin Simmons, so much speed getting upfield. He was the number 2 ranked defensive end.
Pass rusher at a young age that they have seen in a generation. 3rd down and 6 as Warner fires it over the middle, and it's incomplete. Championship game. Of course, the new format this year. This is a divisionless SEC. Oh, boy, oh boy. That's about as easy a flag to throw as you're ever going to see with the
kick catching interference with targeting on the kicking team. A 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul. The play is now under video review.
Didn't hit him with the crown of the helmet, had the helmet off to the side, and there wasn't forcible contact made to the head and neck area.
That was easy to see. Jarrett Gibson, the true freshman running back. Here's Arch Manning on 2nd and 7. Gets the ball out quickly to Bolden in space, and that is the quick burst. Saw an injury earlier in this half.
Orton and Shamar Stewart and Turner and some of those D linemen. They need him in.
Here's Arch. Look at him extend the play and then sidearms it for a completion.
6'4", 225. Trikweze Bridges is bearing down on him here. A lot of quarterbacks go down there.
Ineligible player downfield on the offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot with the replay of 2nd down.
His athleticism and balance and the ability then to get the ball back into a throwing position to deliver it accurately. That's pretty special stuff.
Of course, the future of this program, and a guy who's already shown success this season when he stepped in for Quinn Ewers. Gibson again as he brings it up to 28. Ball came out at the end there. They're going to say it is Florida ball.
Recruited himself. We're seeing all types of true freshmen making plays here. Comes over and punches that football out. Great job in pursuit. Coming off a big game where he had his first sack of his career against Georgia last week. And again, Gators, they are not quitting.
Aiden Warner with time, and he's going to go shallow underneath to Chim Dike.
Back position. He's done really well in the portal as well.
Jackson on first down.
You get guys like Quinn Ewers, and
considered one of the very best at that as well. So right across the board. There's Warner on 2nd and 1. He's just going to check down to Mizell, and that. 3rd and 1, and Jackson will get the first down for Florida.
From over inside the conference.
Jackson again, and this is a good run by Jacoby Jackson as he drags a defender for what should be another first down.
Very often
you can,
but that is accurate.
Warner able to get it to DK, and DK inside the 10-yard line, up and over these rivalry games. So just be careful.
Anything whatsoever. Nice job here by Warner. He's got a defender right in his face. That's Lole, and he's able to negotiate the defender and find a throw and drive. And here they are marching again.
1st and goal. Jackson. And Jackson's going to spin his way into the end zone. This kind of want to and fight.
Yeah, and just finding out about your team when they're facing adversity. Look at the push on the left side. That's been playing quarterback these last couple of weeks. Georgia and today, they've been able to get it done on the ground.
And Jacoby Jackson has 116 yards rushing in the country. They're going to need every bit of it, but that's a fired up defense. They're up again. Hey, we got a big one coming up, and Molly McGrath is on the field during warm-ups. And
time under duress into small windows against a really good defense.
Yeah, then it's Carson Beck on the other side, of course, for Georgia, who's been throwing these in. Arch Manning, quick strike was overthrown, and then there was a fumble on the next drive. So getting extended time here today with this big lead against Florida as Gibson takes it again.
For years to come here in Austin.
Oh, ball came out, but Gibson was able to secure it.
Tried to scoop it up while he was on the run. That ball goes in the belly. I think that's one that Gibson has to be able to secure. And
back to better health, especially at the quarterback position. Gibson takes it on 2nd and 13.
As a group, it's probably the fastest group of receivers they've had in years. They've got to be able to take advantage of that.
Gibson carries it ahead for another first down.
They are loaded with NFL guys. That is going to be a huge challenge for the Gators in the back end these next couple of weeks.
Gibson again as he comes up short.
Joe, she's got a near impossible decision between Guy and Chalk, and it's all going to get revealed in the live AFR finale of the Golden Bachelorette Wednesday. Entrance out of the limo.
I couldn't.
It was chalk and noodle soup.
The man brought lukewarm soup as his opener to Jonah. How does she keep him around when he offers you lukewarm soup?
You were sending me text messages in live time.
Not. And Gibson will take it ahead and get the first down, and that will allow us the opportunity to size up
times. But that game's going to have a lot of weight with respect to who gets into the 12-team playoff.
As Gibson keeping his footing there. So much to determine as Gibson make his way inside the 10-yard line. Like something that stays with you.
Yeah.
Gibson can't go anywhere and then finds a little surge with Arch Manning set to take that knee. And they will bring this thing right on home. 2 straight seasons now that Texas has started 8-1. It's the first time they've done it in consecutive seasons since 2008 and 2009. Texas with 64 plays today and averaged 9 yards per play. 49-17 is your final score for Katie and Jesse. I'm Joe Tessitore. We thank you for joining us. Let's get you back to our college football scoreboard studio.
Tess, thank you so much. We're getting